Heyo, it's Shadow Lily. I've been super excited testing out Turtle WoW's latest update. There have been extensive class changes to Warlocks, and I wanted to talk about how they affect Lasher farming. This video will just be covering the new class changes, so please refer to my other video for more information on gear, routing, and other things related to Lasher farming. One of the big changes is the introduction of the Felstone, a new item that can be conjured using a soul shard. 4% of damage dealt heals you and your demon, or by 6% if you put points into the improved Stones talent. The buff only lasts for a half hour, and you're going to want this up at all times, so you're going to need to drain more souls while farming. Also, soul shards stack up to 3, so you can have a lot more soul shards at your disposal. Also, it persists through death. Had fun figuring that out. With a couple pieces of vampirism gear and a solid amount of stamina, I was able to finish double and triple pulls with 80 to 90% health remaining. The increase helped so much that I was able to trade out some of the life-stealing pieces for my better armor, which drastically increases my stamina count. Another big change is how Soul Link works. It's now a passive ability, so you don't have to cast it every time you summon your minion. It was also buffed to increase all damage by 5%, while its damage reduction was nerfed from 30 to 20%. This nerf is pretty huge, and if not for the Felstone, I was ending encounters with dangerous levels of health, especially the triple pulls. Some new talents are Nether Studies, Demonic Precision, and Unleashed Potential. Nether Studies increases the effect of Torment and other minion abilities. Demonic Precision increases your minion's hit chance, and Unleashed Potential adds a buff that procs off of your direct damaging and funneling spells. This buff increases your minion's attack power by 20% and increases its spells by 5% of your spell power. While these talents don't affect the Lasher part of this farm, it really helps with the Hydra spawn portion. With increased damage from Unholy Power and all of these new talents, it greatly increases the amount of threat your Voidwalker generates, so you can do a little bit more damage without worrying about pulling aggro. Obviously, still be careful, because depending on your gear, you could still pull aggro fairly easily, so scale your damage output accordingly. Here's a look at my full talent tree. I did some testing with other features, such as the Wrathstone, but as you can see, the benefits of the Wrathstone were greatly overshadowed by the life-stealing potential of the Felstone. With my setup, I found that having 15% lifesteal was enough to end encounters with almost full health. Here is my full gear set. Logging out while in a dungeon has changed slightly. You aren't automatically kicked from a party by logging off, so the order to camp out of a dungeon has changed. First, invite an alt, then promote them to leader. Log out of your main, and while you're logged out, reset the instance on your alt. Now, when you log back in, you'll be at the entrance of Dire Maul East. I accidentally got myself teleported to Orgrimmar a bunch of times while getting used to the new setup. I hope you found this video helpful. I'll see you around. This video will just be covering the new class changer. Oh, is that so cream cheese? The buff only lasts for a half hour, and you're gonna... Oh, is that so? I'm trying to record cream cheese. Yeah. With a couple of pieces of vampirism gear and a solid amount of... Cream cheese. You're so silly. With a couple of pieces of vampirism gear and a solid amount of stamina, I was able to finish double and triple pull... Cream cheese! Aww.